Well, a very good afternoon and welcome to the Ambassador Cruise Line 2025 World Indoor Bowls Championships live from Potters Resort in Hopton-on-Sea. So let's have a look at the next game. And let's have a look at what we have coming up for the rest of today. I'm going to hand you over to the commentary team from the BBC.
Thank you very much, Richie. Yes, it is the time to bring out the first of our players for our semi-final match. And our first player out has 13 WBT titles to his name, including 3 world pairs, 3 world mixed pairs, and a former world singles trophy. Ranked number 7 in the world. Welcome out Scotland's David Gourlay, MBE. Against him is a man with 4 WBT titles, a former pairs, mixed pairs, and a previous world singles champion. Ranked number 5 in the world, it's England's Robert Paxton.
Thank you, Rishi. It's not surprising that most people can't really call a winner of these 2 semi-finals. It's just quality stuff.
Jack length 23 metres.
Well, Paxton, as we were saying, is using very strong bias bowls, so they do kick inside a bit, but he's playing well with them. There's a confidence in his play at the moment.
Gap is about 14 inches.
A lot depends on how you deliver the ball as well, just how much bend you get. David Gourlay plays off his front foot almost, so he gets a little bit extra. Here it comes.
Very slightly past.
Slightly past is good, because you'll be starting to think to yourself, I can reach that ball and drop in. We're at Paxton using a Pro Plus bowl, and if you miss your line, you're in deep trouble. I tried these bowls for a couple of ends, but they were a size bigger than I would normally use, and I just felt that it wasn't comfortable. But Rob's quite happy to go up that extra size, just for the extra bend that they provide, and he's played very well with them so far.
Yeah, he has. I mean, the only thing is they're very unforgiving, aren't they? More so than the other models. Both players changing their bows in this game, changing colour.
So you have to push the ball out and just let it do its work, but your weight has to be good.
Great effort here.
Oh, this is much better.
Played this really well.
There's a big dive.
What a bowl, Robert. Doesn't want to knock the jack back.
Yes, he has, but
unfortunate, but he's still got a great second.
3 against him, he'll take second shot all day long.
Absolutely. Especially on the first end.
2/3.
2/3. David might be tempted with this. The problem he has is if he gets to the jack instead of the ball, he's punching it through. Probably lose 2.
Just, yes. Timeout call.
Use the timeout. This is the game
David has
management,
4
really.
timeouts
It's
remaining.
how to use the shot clock to your advantage. But you do have to run up and down pretty swiftly on at least one journey. It takes 10 or 12 seconds to get back even at a reasonable pace. You know, he's two minds. He knows if he gets to this jack, this is not clever, but he's going for the ball.
Just on the high side.
Nearly made 2.
Yeah.
One shot, David Gourlay.
I think he was playing safe on that. If he got the jack, he was going to force his way through with it. Interesting choice.
1-0.
Playing it wider to only get the bowl. We saw an early opportunity and thought, why not? Not a huge amount of danger.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Far off the tees up, please.
Half a metre.
Well, if you want to know anything more about the Sporty Bowls, the QR code, I'll take you to the BBC website where there's a lot of information available. And if you can't do that, well, just go down to your local bowling club. I'm sure you'll be welcomed.
Both players both making a correction with their second bowl.
Your bowl is a 10-inch gap. 1 green. One green.
Robert's one of the few players that can actually push the ball out very wide in this forehand. And in this case, even he didn't get back. You've been looking for the red just to drop off it, but it's so easy to hold off, and there is, if you bring it in, there's a wee fast run as well.
David's drawn this. Held back brilliantly.
So confident on that backhand.
One red.
I also think there's an element of staying away from the forehand. Well, we might be tempted with this because he's got a front plant, ball on the jack. Misses that, he might get the edge of the red ball. So we might think about something a little bit quicker here. Well, sticking with the draw. Definitely a much tighter line. But if he's overweight, he's in trouble. How good's the weight? Very nearly.
Such fine margins.
One shot, David Gourlay.
It's the most unforgiving
2-0 after 2 ends.
hand on the rink out of the 4. Everything has to be perfect, and sometimes you're sort of sucked into playing it when actually, to be honest with you, you're better off going wide in the backhand and trying to help the ball back.
Speaking to Stuart Anderson earlier and was asking him about the rink and how it might be slightly different this year to previous years.
28.5
He
metres.
said it's heavier, but he sort of felt that the two sides of the rink were about 3 feet difference in pace, which is quite considerable, isn't it, on an indoor surface?
It is, yes, very much so, but that can happen in quite a lot of clubs. It's a lovely hand, this forehand. Nice side of the rink, a little bit heavier, but if you just push into it, it will come back. He always thought that was a bit heavy. Still,
2 red.
2 back bowls. David's going to follow it by the looks of it. If he turns into the jack and hide it around the corner, if he misses that, he gets to the green bowl. He's got position. Has to reach though.
Ideal here is just to change the shape. Take the shot away from Robert. Just lacking a touch of both.
I think Robert will go for the 2 balls now.
Got it.
Played it well.
So Paxton's partner Claire and mother Anne. Yeah, got a good connection to get the second, just rolled quite slowly away, but
1 green.
bang on target.
That was pacey. Not like him to miss that.
Brilliant bowl from Robert. Switching over to the draw after playing the running bowl as well.
Yeah, cleared away, 2 shot.
2 shots, Rob Paxton.
Still on 9 ends, of course, in a semi-final.
Set score 2-2 after 3 ends.
Final moves on. An extra 4 ends, 2 ends extra each set. Goes to 11 ends. With a 3-end tie break.
Jack length 23 metres.
Somebody just coughing there, and Robert's just giving him some water. That's the best thing to do in that situation.
Very chivalrous.
Yes, I just wonder, was he going to charge her for it? Matt well up the rink. Short jack length. Trying to take advantage of the strong bias on these green balls. Unfortunately, with it being so quiet out there on the delivery, it's every little cough can be heard. Oh, my goodness. Just perfect timing when you're about to deliver a bowl, but the officials are well aware of that sort of disturbance, so they stop the shot clock. Drop down, push the red one out.
2 green. 3 green.
Still on the forehand. There's a big gap in the backhand, that's the thing. So he's running out in his forehand.
Got the front bowl.
Two out's good.
Yeah, 2 gone is a good outcome there.
Yeah, that's a good result because it wasn't perfectly positioned for that.
And he was always slightly under the line as well, so I think be happy with how that's finished. The bowl to go.
Camera out of the way. Camera. Use this camera for camera.
Just checking to see if a ball is on and the camera was in the way because at the other end they had to move it up. Normally it's not a problem, but they need to get into this with the string. Must be okay. We've left it.
1 green.
That's a rare thing to see that. Just trying to change the shape of this a little bit. Had a good ball in the way. Might be another shot.
One green.
Not quite. I wonder if this will change David's shot. There's a good shot in the forehand if he can just touch the ball, but it's trying to get the right line is the problem, but it's tempting. Yeah, well, he's going with more weight.
Good strike, David.
I think, you know,
That was hard, Corky, because of where Robert put his final bowl. Any contact on it probably
shot,
wouldn't have helped
Paxton.
him. David might have found himself 2 down.
Set score 2-3 after 4 ends.
the ideal shot was just to reach up to the ball and touch it because the jack was moving. But it's such a hard shot, he decided to go with more weight. No real damage done, but just got too much of the ball.
Jack, it's 23 metres.
Judy Potter. Oh, turquoise number, would you say, that jacket?
I would indeed, yep. Very spring-like. Sun is shining outside.
It is.
Absolutely freezing, but the sun is shining.
Unfortunately, other parts of the UK are suffering badly.
Last bowl is 2 inches short of jack height. Two green.
Gourlay's going to be forced into playing weight again.
Last bowl, 7 inches short of jack line.
Well, that angle's good at 7 inches to come off that to the jack or the bowl. Oh, he's on the high side of it.
He went quick, didn't he?
And not only that, but Robert Paxton's bowl's now dropped.
David's in a bit of bother here because he's 3 down. He's got no position. He's got the position, but it's Robert's short bowl that's causing a problem. Jack's not easily accessible.
What Robert's looking at is, will the jack hit the red bowl? And had a quick look at that to see if that's going to happen, but probably forehand cover. Play this well. Play it well for another shot. He's more or less sent out. If you miss this, you are in a heap of trouble. Thing is, if David gets it, it could lie 2, but I have a feeling this jack might be bouncing off the back red one. That's why he didn't go very deep.
Closer this time.
How many times have we seen a gap? How is that possible?
Yeah, again, you just can't believe that he could go through there and not make contact with any of those 4 bowls. And that's a massive pickup from Robert. He's playing very confidently out here. He's drawing well. Didn't even bother to cover that end, just added another.
I think he realised David had to be perfect, and to be fair, he did look perfect. Yep, exactly. DG, how on earth did that happen? But it's costly. Seven, 2 and 5 ends.
23 metres.
Plenty of time to come back into it, but Robert's playing so well. Back again. And he's worked out the short jack length very well. Well, he's going down on an inside track here. Should pull away very quickly. That's a dangerous line, that.
Just forcing that line slightly.
Yeah,
Weight was good.
That's the problem. The weight's good, but you know you can't go much wider. The other aspect is if you do go a little bit wider, a little bit of a fast track as well, and you get caught on it. In the meantime, Robert can draw away on the backhand. Tucking it in this time. Yep, there it is. David Gourlay forced to drive now.
Maybe close the head down with that bowl. That's
Coming
here.
down.
Could go 3. The bowl wide.
Just looked the ball wide, and he's taken the one away that he really wanted to keep in there, because although it would have been 3 down, the target was much better.
2 green.
Robert can go for cover now. He's on the respot. Well, he's already covered that. David Gourlay, so Robert has to meet or match up to it at least.
called one on the spot.
Respot
as it
position. You can
stands.
just see it beside the red ball. If the jack goes off the rink, it's brought back into that respot. Going again.
Very close.
I think he's been unlucky because that's the side we didn't think the jack would go.
Not going to be any better off here. Back
Just-
on the respot. Still 2 to Robert Paxton. And he must be thinking, what do I need to do?
2 shots, Rob Paxton.
It's a good strike.
The other side he was getting the shot and he really needed it.
Set score 2-9 after 6 ends.
David Gourlay in complete control, but he was just inside it.
Jack length 23 metres.
Two feet, yeah.
Should be the correction. And it is.
Adjusted very well. Front toucher.
The thing about these balls is that, and Robert was saying as well, you have to put the work in just to get used to them because it is just a size up. But the benefits are immense if you can just catch on to the weight. Just make it center link every time. They are line sensitive. We've got a wider margin of error on the wide side, but the narrow side, there's absolutely no, we have no chance of getting a hold on them. Well, it's a remarkably loose end. There's only one good ball in there from each player. Well, Paxton will be very happy about that because it's a very comfortable situation. He's in at 9-2. David Gourlay has to score.
Pace again.
One shot, Rob Paxton.
The first shot's gone now for David Gourlay. There's absolutely no chance of 2 4s. They'll play it out because it is mathematically possible. But it should be over this end.
Back length 23 metres.
Rosie doing what she does best, sleeping. Hearing Dogs for Deaf People, what a wonderful, wonderful organisation that is. And you have a real star there in Rosie. Change over made no difference whatsoever. Oh, David, once again looking down that narrow side, and it's very unforgiving.
Just fishing around, isn't he? And that's because Robert Paxton's been so impressive on these shorter lengths.
He's putting him under pressure. He's missed the line this time. Margin is so small there, and it's not a matter of being brave and pushing the ball out and hoping to get back. There is a straight run. If you catch it, no chance of getting back. Yep, once again just on the inside. Oh, he's in trouble, no doubt about that. Robert happy enough just to pop this one around the back. How many times do you see David Gourlay going tight like that? It's very rare.
One shot in the first set, Rob Paxton.
Comfortable set for Rob Paxton, and he played it very well, I have to say.
Enjoy yourself on a UK no-fly cruise. Enjoy yourself. There's amazing shows for you.
Enjoy yourself. There's outstanding cuisine.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's Best Value at Sea. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Name's Best Value at Sea.
Good enough. Short ball,
Last
no bother.
ball, 8 inches short of Jack High, 1 green.
This ball here?
14 inches.
It's not ideal either. Have to get very close to it to get to the jack.
Gourlay's got better pace here.
Big gap. Yeah, that gap always looked like it was going to work in Robert's favour.
He's getting the connection off his own shorter bowl, but carrying the extra pace just to run through. David will be tempted to play something here, won't he, Corky?
He's got a shot in the backhand if he wants to play it. That red ball is sitting just in a way to be pushed in. Green ball, just about to see it.
I think he just needs to win this end, just get into some sort of rhythm, get the jack in his hand again. It's on the tighter side.
Always looked on the narrow. Needs a couple of good ends, David. Get a bit of confidence back into his first two bowls. This will be better. He's had one down the forehand, dropped short. He should make the correction, but he hasn't.
One shot, Rob Paxton.
Not surprising. A little heavier hand than it is, much longer than he's been playing. 2 bites of it though.
0-1, first end.
Dolphin Indoor Bowling Club.
Length 23 metres.
How do you know?
It's down in Poole. Always good to mention it because we do have a lot of hearing impaired people watching the bowls. And sight impaired, so I don't always know.
How short are they, runners?
15 inches short of jack high.
My hand in this direction is Robert's favourite. Forehand's just a little bit tricky. David hoping to get inside his own red one. I'll be honest with you, make the mistake of moving onto the forehand. That backhand is so much more reliable. I'm surprised Robert's just still not playing it.
Yeah, I think the way Robert's playing, you'd think he would back himself to be able to just drop in under David's bowl.
David can afford to reach this.
Needs to hold.
Oh goodness, oh, that's a whole lot worse. Well, he was off target, paid the penalty for it. That's a horrible result.
Always looking slightly under. Got into his own shorter bowl, but yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a nasty end result for him because he wasn't far away, but it's always a danger though.
Two.
Right, David again. Into it, hoping to take all three. Looks tight. Yeah, it's he's just off his game today.
3 shots, Rob Paxton.
And a lot of that's down to Rob Paxton putting the pressure on. Sometimes there's this saying, you can only play as well as your opponent allows you to, and Robert Paxton's really putting the pressure on David Gourlay, and at the moment David's not responding. Long way to go though in the second set.
Track length 23 metres.
Oh, wow, that is one line that you cannot take with those bowls. I don't know what happened there. Most unlike Robert.
That's miles better than David Gourlay. Very much been on the back foot in this match so far, being forced into playing the recovery bowls. It's good to see him nailing it with his first. Fabulous reply from Robert Paxton.
Didn't take long, did it?
No, he's in no mood to let this go easily.
One green.
Really good again.
Oh, he's half locked the ball in. The two of them can go.
One green.
Because there's a gap between them. And David Gourlay, if he takes his own ball out, he's in a heap of trouble. Well, going for it. On the high side.
Got the edge of the bowl.
Yeah. He was playing safe on the high side rather than the low side of that in case his own ball disappeared. Played it beautifully, flipped the ball out.
Red.
perplexed at that one. Looking to pull the jack back, but just over the weight. It's not an easy one, this to draw, but David's on the card. Oh, he's very close. Well, that's excellent. That's after a weighted shot.
Two on the card, but more importantly, he's got the jack in his hand, and he can dictate the length, the longer length that he wants. Get Robert off of these minimum jack lengths.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Change of length, dropped short. Just have to get your shoulder behind it at that length. Very easy to drop 3 feet. Dolphin Indoor Bowling Club at Poole. An interesting club this. It's hosted a number of major championships over the years, but it's got over 1,000 members. And 11 rinks, so it's a massive club. And the age range is dramatic, from an 8-year-old to someone who's still playing bowls at 101. So it's a very good youth section, and that's good for the game. Keeps things developing. Yep, it's that forehand is it's a bit of a conundrum. It really is. You think you're good, all of a sudden you track through a couple of feet. I'm surprised at Robert playing the forehand there, because the backhand's wide open for a bowl with the biceps on his.
Another opportunity for David to get in there.
Got it this time, and he's
Much
pulling
better little touch as well. Brilliant.
Played that on a flatter line.
It was much flatter, and he had to stay close to Robert's shorter bowl. Navigated it well, and the jack's a bonus.
Once you go out there, your weight has to be very good. It's coming back now, but he's just over it, and that's the problem with that hand. It takes very, very little to drift past the jack. So many balls have missed on it.
Set score 4-4 after 4 innings. Flank length 28.5 metres.
On the tee.
Brilliant opening bowl from David Gourlay. Last two ends would have just given him a bit of confidence.
What's the gap, please?
7 inches.
Yes, and he's just put Rob off a little bit. His first balls have been very, very good. Yep, hasn't pushed through it on the overcorrection, drops short.
Last ball, please.
Your last bowl, 2 feet past jack high. 2 red.
2.
2.
Just going through a bit. Surprised Rob's playing forehand because he's been very good in his backhand. You know, it does swing back with his balls. Anyway, just needs to make adjustment. Much better with this. It's a bit heavy, but he might lock in for second. Yep.
That would have been the first objective. Get a good second.
It's a much wider line. Bit of work to do to get back from there. Yeah, just over. There's also an element of sometimes when you go a little bit wider than normal, you can pick up pace. Can't see Robert playing anything more than a draw here.
Just needs a slight correction from his last bowl. Different line.
Yep.
Well now, not quite got the
One
pace.
shot, David Gourlay.
There's a loose end by Robert Paxton. They managed to get away with losing a single.
Set score 5-4 after 5-8.
That could have been an awful lot worse. So many times when you put a loose end, it's costly to the tune of 3 or 4 shots, but it's the set that David Gourlay has to win. He's got 4 more ends
28
to
metres.
put it to bed. This long length has really knocked him off. Prolific at the short jack length.
Where's the gap of the shot ball, Francis, please?
2 inches.
Once again, he's trying to make a correction. Certainly better, but it's still not very adjacent.
How far shots, Robert, please?
Sorry?
Robert's last ball.
Last bowl, 22 inches to jack high.
David played such a good first bowl this end, but just hasn't been able to back it up with subsequent 2.
Yes, but he's moved across on the forehand. That last ball is really stopping Robert getting at things, unless he wants to run at it, which I don't really think is the shot to play at the moment. Only thing is he has 2 balls available, but a good draw would set up the front plant. He's still struggling for weight, and that's taken away the plant. It's not good now. Closest green ball is going away from the jack. Prior to that, it was going on to it. Might just about make
Good
it.
enough for 2.
Robert Paxton has got absolutely no position.
No,
Everything's
3
short.
short bowls, just
I just
not
have
at
to.
all helpful.
No, he might just have to try and draw this.
And set off David's bowl for second.
I still think he's struggling.
Lacking that pace again.
2 shots, David Gourlay.
Didn't find it this end.
Well, 2 ends in a row where he sort of got away with
4
things.
off, 6 out. Jack length 29 metres.
On the tee.
This forehand coming away from the commentary box is a real favourite. It's a beautiful hand. And it'll draw right back into the jack. There's a longer jack length that forward struggling a little
9
bit.
inch gap.
just didn't follow it up. You know, he one bowl and then the next one short. It's normally in the arm at that stage. It's muscle memory. Not like him, but it's been a strange old game so far. Well, this one's, I think he had to wait that time, Shannon, just missed the line.
I think it was better. I still think it was slightly lacking. David just really needs to get in here. He knows it.
Well, it's all about the pace now. The line's good.
It's good. Touch would be even better.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah.
There's a route down the middle of the rink to get to the two reds, maybe to the jack, but there's 3 shots in it. Yeah, he's going for it.
Needs to hold now.
That's where it goes very
Always
quick.
looked under to me. Yeah, just making contact with David Gourlay's shorter red bolt.
Going to get past the front one.
Just about. Well played, David.
And in front as well. That is a cracking ball. That really is. He's got the respot covered on the other side as well.
Played 3 very good bowls this end, David Gourlay.
Well, I know you don't like to say this too much, but this might be a hit and hope shot.
Rob has 4 timeouts remaining.
Try and get onto the shot ball down the backhand and hope to spin off it to the jack. He has got a back bowl. Front bowl on the jack would be, well, he might cut shots down. Either way, has to play it with weight. Put the head down, pulled it.
Played it on the forehand.
3 shots, David.
Which I'm slightly surprised about. Thought he'd carry on down the backhand under his own bowl, but okay, what you see out there.
You do.
That's a big end, big pickup from David Gourlay.
Second set almost over and done with regards to the 9 ends. 3-end tie break to be played. So we expect David Gourlay to put this one to bed on this end.
Shot length 29.5 metres.
Very much a game of 2 sets, but
On the tee.
also a game of 2 jack lengths, David.
Yeah, it's been a contrast, hasn't it? Best lead ball Roberts played for a while. At the moment, David Gourlay will not be one bit concerned about losing a single.
One green. Chalk on your last bowl, not touching.
Yep, he's just picked up that straight run. Come to a good home.
It's a good bowl. Robert needs a 2 just to keep the set alive.
Don't think David Gourlay worried too much about this. He's got 2 seconds. He quite like to draw in. Doesn't really want to go to the next last or the next end or last end. But if he feels he needs cover, he'll play for it. Yep, he's popped one in. That's going to make it hard. Still there, still available.
One green.
The best Robert can do here is to get one more shot. And he'll use a timeout.
Timeout called. Rob has 3 timeouts remaining.
Wow. Just want to see what's sitting back here.
One shot, Rob Paxton. Second set, David Gourlay.
I can understand why he played it. He was just looking for a lucky result to try and get more than one out of it. But he reckoned going into the last end 4 down was just not enough.
World Indoor Bowls Championship is sponsored by Ambassador Cruise Line, the warmest welcome at sea.
David Gourlay's positional bowl that prevented Robert from picking up a 3 there. Like you say, that was worth it.
Robert's won the toss.
Worth
and
a
they've
try.
elected to take
I think it
the jab on
was,
the first
Knew
set.
that 4 on the last end was a very tall order.
The big thing here for Robert is he needs to get hold of this jack. Look at that, my goodness me, David Gourlay absolutely dominating on the long jack links, so that's why you've ended up in a scoreline of 10-5. Roberts brought the mat right up the green. So we'll be looking for, well, he doesn't want this to run too far. He's okay, he's safe enough.
Chat Ben, 23 metres.
Minimum distance, 23 meters. So, win the end. No accumulated shots, just win it. Win 2 of them, you're through to the final. Decent first one.
12 inches.
It's a good ball. 12 inches behind is good, but I think Robert would be saying to himself, it's just not close enough. Just an inch or two closer, but it's a shelf for David Gourlay to fall off. Oh, he went looking for it.
Quick, yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised at DG there because he knows that if you go looking for any sort of extra weight, it's tough. You're going to have to either go stronger or drop weight.
Three green.
He really needs to catch something here.
He's played it.
Well done.
Perfect weight. Dropping in behind. Yes, he is. And it's a toucher. Marked with the chalk. Anchors in the ditch. It stays live. Robert's going to have to flick this out. He's going to have to go for the edge of the bowl. Yep, going for it. He's interested. Oh, inside surely. Yeah. It just hooks away so fast on that hand.
Absolutely booms down there.
Partner Claire didn't really want to look at that. Big shock. So David, he's taking the jack. It's just, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Players often want the last bowl, but there's been such a dramatic change in the jack lengths in this match.
Jack length 29 metres.
David Gourlay really looking for anything but around 28, 29. Robert on 23.
Good start.
Yeah, both players. That'll drop onto the jack, so it's still a target.
Just past.
Yeah, bowl past.
About an inch and a half past jack high.
Yeah, but it's a full bowl in terms of for the plane aspect. David looking for that flat line, a narrow line, but he has to have weight to carry it. Doesn't have the weight to carry it. Might turn, but I don't think so. No, it hasn't.
How short's David nearest, please?
David's nearest 12 inches short of jack high.
Anything up to his own bowl or beyond will be decent. Yep, here it comes. This is actually coming into a good place.
No, it's finished well.
Yep. Big hook at the end. I think David will play with more weight here. chance of the bowl. The front plant is also going onto the jack, and that would bounce things out into the open. Oh. Yep. Oh, this is narrow. Unless he gets the plant.
His own bowls. Gonna get the edge.
Oh, no, he's made it hard. And it's dropped down again. Yeah. Front plant was good, but he just got half the bowl.
One green.
It's one green. At the moment, we'll just have a check to see how close where it is. Well, yep. Red ball very clearly in as the second shot. It's a distance away.
Remaining.
I still think Robert needs another one in there. He could play this and lengthen the jack a little bit. Take the shot away from David Gourlay. Very close. Yeah. Quite a while.
That's good.
Got it really well.
Had to get another one in there because as it was, David had the chance to turn Robert's bowl through.
Two green.
Second bowl, but touching the jack as well helps a lot, doesn't it?
Timeout call.
The problem for David
has
is
4 timeouts remaining.
it's the position. Just wow. David's got a back bowl. The only way he can get the shot here is to hit the front red one onto the jack, hope that it goes through. He could open it by going onto the respot, but his red ball's just too far away. So he'll have to play us as a runner. Play it either side.
It's a long way to hit his front bowl.
It is.
For the jack to go all the way through to the back one, isn't it?
Yeah. As cannon shots go, this is a long way away. Well, he's missed it anyway. The last end. Sorry, the last ball of Robert getting in on top of the jack. That was the one. It just killed off the head. Nowhere to go. Yep, the traditional handshake when you go into the last end of the tie break. It's a have a good one, mate, but not too good.
Yeah, it's the sporting thing to do, isn't it? Shake hands.
29.5 metres.
That's the right thing to do at the end of a tie break, because you know you've had a long match. It's been a good match. Well, you're down to 4 bowls here to get into the world final. The title that David Gourlay's been chasing again since 1996. This looks short though. Oh dear. The get out of jail card may not be easy to play now. This forehand runner. Robert will get a real sniff of an opportunity if he can get close to this. The crowd murmuring, what's going wrong? What's going wrong is it's not easy out there. You know, it's don't care who you are, an element of pressure about it.
Yeah, slightly nervy first bowl from both. No, it's a race of who can nail this first.
This is better.
Making a big correction here.
And he's committed it. Picked it up.
5-inch gap.
Michael, pass
3
3.
feet.
This is close. I think he's played it.
What a ball.
Oh, wow. What a shot. And that is going to be really difficult to beat.
Saw the reaction from Robert there. He knew it was close. Slightest of touch of David's front bowl.
Timeout call.
It was the touch that made all the difference, and he knows it.
David has 3 timeouts remaining.
Otherwise, it would have slipped underneath. It still would have been the shot, but it would have been exposed. Now David has a problem. Does he draw? Does he go for it? And he's changing hands again. This time to the forehand.
Just needs to hurry. Just needs to hurry.
Can he?
What a ball
He
again.
has.
Drawn it back.
What a ball.
Also getting that little touch, making a huge difference. Oh, this is top quality stuff.
Forget about the first 2 balls that were a yard away. It's the last 3 that have made all the difference now.
Rob has 2 timeouts remaining.
Touch off the green ball. He would have preferred to have missed the green ball. Yeah, a tap there by Robert. Well played, and he has to think again now. Can he play the same ball again? Yep, that's what he's trying. On the forehand. It's a big diving hand. You've got a chance to get back. And he's not far away. He's overplayed it. Yeah, just overplayed it, no more. Well, it's always difficult for family, isn't it? When you're watching, it's they go through turmoil. In many ways, it's better being out there.
Timeout call.
David Gourlay
David has 2 timeouts remaining.
Real thinking process here. The difficulty for David is that the danger, well, certainly the danger is that Robert's still got a chance to bring that jack out. And that sort of area is, you know, that's where he needs to be on the backhand. If he wants to play the forehand, he's got another option to come in there. But if he goes high of that, he leaves a big target. And at the moment, I think the percentages are probably on the to go back deep, but he's on the forehand. This has to be very precise. He doesn't want to frame his own ball here. Oh, he's playing a blocker. Is he?
He's trying to get another one in so his ball doesn't disappear, I think.
Well, made it more than what I thought, but that's quite good. Because he was waving it out. I thought at one stage he was playing a blocker, but that's a real good mixer, that one.
It does a couple of jobs, doesn't it? It's completely changed the angles now. And it's another bowl for Robert to have to negotiate, another short bowl.
Rob has 1 timeout remaining.
The backhand is, oh, well, there's a short red ball, which makes the backhand so difficult. To get his own ball or to trail the jack. The short ones doesn't help him. So that's where the difficulty is, that short ball. This
I wonder
one
whether
here.
he'll try and go for the edge of David Gourlay's bowl.
I think his best shot.
No more timeouts.
is really to go for this.
I
as
think
you're saying,
so.
Shane. I think he has to.
It's too hard down the backhand, I think, because of that, as you say, because of that short bowl. That's the one that's the problem.
Yeah. You can draw around it, of course, but he won't want to do that. I think he'll just try and play the bowl off. Forehand with weight. Try and judge it.
Rob's mum, Anne, can't even bear to watch. Who can blame her?
Can't blame her. This has to be good. It has to be good weight, and he's interested. He's very interested.
Late now.
He's going to
got
make
this,
it.
David. He's played a ball.
Oh, what a ball! Oh, what a shot! He didn't play the weight. He played the draw. That's a fantastic ball to get yourself into the final of the World Singles. What pressure! Absolutely unbelievable shot. I'm sure David Gourlay, when he saw that coming down, he thought, I'm in trouble here. But that really, Robert Paxton soaked up the pressure there. The crowd on their feet, not surprisingly so. Unbelievable shot. Bears and tears, can't blame her for that either. But if you're going to make it through to the final, do it in style. And that's about as stylish as you get. Oh, goodness me, what a match. Oh, 2-11, 10-5, 2-1. David Gourlay over Paxton. We knew this was going to be good and didn't quite realise how good it was going to be. And David Gourlay, well, that was Robert just saying, okay, first hand. And then the pressure came on from Robert Paxton. That was a 4 in the 5th end to go 7-2 in front. And after that, it was all Robert Paxton on the first set. Second set, he took a lead, 4-1. And then David Gourlay started to get his game together. Back-to-back twos on round 3 and 4. A 3 on the 7th end, 10-4. That more or less closed out that set. And a brilliant ball. Little tap from Robert for David to get the shot. And the ball of the championship so far. No shadow of a doubt, that is unbelievable. Well, there've been many great bowls, no doubt about that, but that's one of the very best I've seen. Ends 1, 11-8, shots scored 18-13. That was really due to the first set, 11-2. Touchers very similar. Jack length was a dramatic change, but my goodness me, one bowl to get to the world final, and it's Robert Paxton that produced it.
Well, we promised you at the start of the day 2 terrific semi-finals, but my goodness, how good a match was that? And although there's a winner and a loser, both players have obviously contributed to making it so brilliant. Is that any consolation at all, though, David?
No. Look, at just the first set, I just hit a brick wall on Robert. You know, he was just incredible. You know, and that length of jack is just so difficult, but Robert was nailing it. So I thought I just need to get the jack back and go long and hang in, really.
I was going to say, you did more than hang in. You came back and you had a very, very good tie-break up until right to the death.
Yeah, I mean, I thought my last ball was absolutely perfect. I really did. I thought, you know, just in Robert's way, and if you push it out slightly, you just run past, you know, but all credit to Robert, his weight was perfect, his line was perfect, and yeah, fantastic shot.
I'm not going to make you say any more. Your face says enough. But you should be really proud of the way that you played these last couple of weeks, especially getting to the semi-final once again.
Thank you.
Rob, let's just start with that first set, because as David said, he ran into a brick wall.
Yeah, first set went well. Came out of the blocks, knew tactics straight away, which obviously David knew what I would do. And I played that length well all week. and continued. And so David's unlucky. I think it was the third end or something, went through a gap, picked a 4 up, which changed the whole course of the set really, and I just dominated from there. Second set, I had a puncture.
You did have a puncture, but just before we see the last bowl of the match, give us an idea what you're thinking. You've only got one bowl left to go. It's 1-1. David is lying for the match. What's going through your mind?
It's not repeatable. Yeah, I mean, David Say almost played a perfect bowl. I mean, he forced me into the draw where his last one finished because it took away any sort of runner as well, which is what I probably had in my head to play. And you just got to back yourself and pop it down the right line, hopefully the right way.
You can talk us through it.
Yeah, felt good from hand. I mean, the previous 2 were okay down there as well, and Dave just fortunate to get around David's, and then I was almost waiting for the crowd because I couldn't see from down there if I was getting the jack or what.
And that reaction tells the story. You're not the only one to celebrate quite in that manner. There are a couple of people here in the crowd who also loved it.
Yeah, I think a few more grey hairs in the crowd there as well.
Just your thoughts on making it through to the final. And you've done it in a dramatic way all week long.
Yeah, I mean, I've played all week, apart from, say, the second set today. I let David in and he took full advantage of that. Got over the line in the end, and say if you're here on the Sunday, that's all you want to do. And back to red tomorrow, so another couple of practices and go again tomorrow afternoon.
All right, well, our commiserations to David Gourlay, but congratulations to Robert Paxton.
Well, what an exciting game that was. Thanks very much for tuning in to the 2025 Ambassador Cruise Line World Indoor Bowls Championships, and we hope to see you later on this afternoon.